how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, then hit the bell so you don't miss any videos and stay well inside in our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. Memoirs of Daishinkan. In a peaceful moment at Zenosama's palace, Daishinkan reflected on his distant past. Memories of him went back to a time long before the creation of the multiverses. It is time to share my origins with the gods. The beginning of time. Daishinkan explained to the gods that he was an ancient entity that existed before the creation of the multiverse. He was a witness to the events that led to the formation of the universes. I saw the first rays of the universe. My existence is as old as time. The primordial knowledge. Daishinkan possessed profound knowledge about the nature of existence and the cosmos. He shared his understanding with the gods, teaching them the fundamental principles of creation and divine order. My knowledge is grounded in the essence of the multiverse, the role of guide and mentor. As time passed, Daishinkan took on the role of guide and mentor to the gods, assisting them in understanding their own power and responsibility. My mission is to guide and preserve divine order in the multiverse. The Grand Priest's legacy. Daishinkan's memories revealed an ancient past and an eternal purpose. He was a witness to the creation of the multiverses and a key figure in preserving the divine order. His legacy was intertwined with the very essence of the multiverse, and his wisdom was invaluable to the gods that surrounded him. The meeting with Zarama. The memoirs of Daishinkan. Amid his reflection on the past, Daishinkan recalled a very special encounter that occurred in the early days of the multiverse. There was a time when the fate of the universes was in the hands of a few. The meeting with Zarama. Daishinkan shared with the gods present in the moment when he, as an ancient entity, had his first encounter with Zarama, the divine dragon responsible for creating the Super Dragon Balls. Zarama and I talked about the future of the multiverse. He had the power to create the Super Dragon Balls, which contained the destinies of all universes. The divine decision. In this first conversation, Zarama and Daishinkan defined the structure and principles that would govern the multiverse. They decided that gods of destruction and supreme kais wouldn't be needed to maintain balance and divine order. I will create the Super Dragon Balls to represent the destiny of the universes. It is up to you, Daishinkan, and the other divine beings to protect this balance. The Divine Pact. The encounter with Zarama resulted in a divine pact that shaped the role of the gods of destruction and the supreme kais in preserving divine order. Daishinkan and Zarama worked together to create a system that ensured instability and balance in the multiverse. This meeting defined the course of the multiverse and the divine responsibility we carry to this day. Daishinkan's memoirs highlighted the importance of the past in shaping the present and the essential role it played in defining order and balance in the multiverse. His story was a testament to the decisions that led to the current state of the multiverse. The creation of the Super Dragon Balls. The meeting with Zarama. Daishinkan continued to share his memories with the assembled gods. This time, focusing on a pivotal moment in which he witnessed the very creation of the Super Dragon Balls. Zarama, the Divine Dragon, and I at a sacred site to witness the creation of the Super Dragon Balls. The power of Zarama. Zarama, with a celestial form, floated majestically in space, emitting a divine glow. He began to conjure the Super Dragon Balls with his immense power. With my power, I will create the Super Dragon Balls that will contain the fate of all universes. The manifestation of the Super Dragon Balls. As Zarama chanted ancient words, the Super Dragon Balls began to emerge. They were sparkling spheres, each representing the essence of a specific universe. It was a spectacle in beauty and divinity. Each sphere was unique and brilliant, containing the destiny of a universe. The pact with the gods. Zarama, after creating the Super Dragon Balls, made a solemn pact with Daishinkan and the gods present. He explained that the stability of the multiverse would depend on them to ensure that the Super Dragon Balls were not used recklessly. The Super Dragon Balls are a divine gift, but their use must be careful and considerate. It is up to you to maintain balance. The beginning of a divine journey. The encounter with Zarama marked the beginning of a divine journey for Daishinkan and the other gods. They had the responsibility to protect the universe and the stability to protect the Super Dragon Balls and ensure that the fate of the universes was preserved. This moment defined our divine mission and the importance of the Super Dragon Balls in our lives. Daishinkan's memories highlighted Zarama's special role in the creation of the Super Dragon Balls and the responsibility he and the other gods accepted in preserving balance in the multiverse. Divine choice. The age of change. Daishinkan continued to share his memories, now reaching an important transition point in his life. It was a time when the ancient Grand Priest was approaching the end of his long existence. The time of change was approaching, and the former Grand Priest was about to retire. Zenosama's selection of guards. Zenosama's guards, vigilant and wise, were tasked with choosing the next High Priest. They were responsible for ensuring the continuity of the Divine Order. The choice of the next High Priest is a critical decision. We must find someone wise and trustworthy. The divine decision. After a careful and deliberate search, Zenosama's gods identified Daishinkan as the ideal successor. His wisdom, ancestral knowledge, and commitment to preserving divine order made him the right choice. Daishinkan is the chosen one. His dedication to the balance of the multiverse is unparalleled. The call of duty. Daishinkan received the news with humility and determination. He was willing to take on the role of High Priest, aware of the enormous responsibility it entailed. I accept the call of duty with gratitude. I will be the guardian of the divine order, the beginning of a new era. Daishinkan's selection as the new High Priest marked the beginning of a new era in the multiverse. It was ready to lead and continue to preserve stability and balance between the universes. My journey as a High Priest began, and I was determined to maintain divine order and peace in the multiverse. Daishinkan's selection as the new High Priest represented a fundamental transition in the multiverse, with the continuation of his mission to protect and guide the divine order. The Pledge of Allegiance. The passage of power. With the decision to become the new Grand Priest, Daishinkan was taken to Zenosama's palace, where a ceremony would take place to mark the transition of power. I stood before Zenosama, ready to take office and swear loyalty. The solemn oath. Before Zenosama and all the assembled gods, Daishinkan swore a solemn oath that echoed throughout the multiverse. I swear to protect and serve Zenosama with my entire existence. I will be the guardian of his life and his will. Zenosama's consent. Zenosama, with his gentle and benevolent gaze, consented to Daishinkan's oath. He knew that he was handing over the responsibility of protecting his life to someone worthy of trust.
I accept your oath, Daishinkan. You are the High Priest and my faithful guardian.
The eternal commitment. Daishinkan, with determination and humility, accepted the responsibility of being Zenosama's guardian. He was committed to preserving the life of the supreme ruler and protecting the divine order. My commitment is eternal. I will do whatever it takes to keep Zenosama safe and ensure harmony in the multiverse. Daishinkan's oath of loyalty sealed his position as the High Priest and guardian of Zenosama, and marked the beginning of a lasting partnership in maintaining the divine order. The shadow of the past. Daishinkan's worry. As the years passed, Daishinkan became Daishinkan became preoccupied with the persistent thought, the possibility that Zarama, the divine dragon, would one day return to claim Zenosama's throne. My mind began to worry about the return of Zarama, such an ancient and powerful being. Zarama, the impossible return? The gods discussed the possibility of Zarama's return. Some believed it was impossible, while others considered the threat real. Zarama cannot return.
He created the Super Dragon Balls and disappeared.
But what if he returns with intentions of claiming Zenosama's throne? The duty to protect Zenosama. Daishinkan recognized that as Daishinkan recognized that as a Grand Priest and guardian of Zenosama, it was his duty to protect the supreme ruler of all costs, regardless of threats that might arise. I have sworn to protect Zenosama, and that includes protecting him from any threat, even if it is Sarama. Preparations for the unimaginable. Daishinkan began planning additional security measures to ensure that Zenosama was protected against any possible return of Zarama. He gathered divine advisors to discuss defense strategies. Our priority is Zenosama's safety. We must be prepared for the unimaginable. Daishinkan's concerns over Zarama's return cast a shadow over the multiverse. As the gods prepared to face a threat that could shake the established order, the uncertainty of the future hung in the air, as the possibility of protecting Zenosama's weighed heavily on the Grand Priest's shoulders. The determination of Daishinkan, the promise of protection. Faced with the perceived threat of Zarama's return, Daishinkan relied on the gods and proclaimed their determination to protect Zenosama at any costs. If Zarama dares to return with evil intentions, I will be prepared to face him and protect our beloved supreme ruler. The intense preparation. Daishinkan began training and preparing like never before. He studied ancient techniques and strengthened his connection with the gods of destruction and Kaioshins, seeking power that would allow him to fulfill his purpose. I will leave nothing to chance. I will be prepared to face Zarama if he returns. The alliance with the gods. He also worked closely with the other gods to strengthen the divine alliance and ensure that everyone was united against any threat. Daishinkan is our leader in the defense of Zenosama. Our unity will be our strength. The renewed oath. Before all the gods, Daishinkan swore a solemn oath that if Zarama returned with evil intentions, he will face him without hesitation. If my duty as High Priest requires me to face Zarama, then I will do so. Nothing will threaten Zenosama's safety as long as I am alive. With his resolve strengthened and his preparation intense, Daishinkan was ready to protect Zenosama against any threat that might arise, including Zarama's return. The promise of defense was a testimony to their devotion to the supreme ruler and divine order.
Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, then hit the mouse so you don't miss any videos and stay well inside in our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. The Awakening of Ultimate Power, Daishinkan vs. Goku. In a parallel universe where the balance between the gods is fragile and the search for supreme power is constant, the Grand Priest, Daishinkan, decides to carry out a test to find the strongest mortal in all the universes. He has an insatiable curiosity about the limits of a legendary warrior, Son Goku. Daishinkan summons Goku to the Tournament of Celestial Power, a unique event that would take place in a sacred space between universes. Goku, always eager for challenges and new experiences, accepts immediately. At the tournament site, a cosmic arena is formed, surrounded by an aurora of ethereal colors. Daishinkan watches Goku with a penetrating gaze and an intriguing smile. Welcome, Son Goku, to the Tournament of Heavenly Power. This is a test of your abilities and the limit of your power as the strongest mortal in all the universes. I'm excited! It's going to be quite a challenge! The tournament begins, and Goku and Daishinkan face each other. Goku uses his base form and starts the fight, but realizes that Daishinkan is on another level of power. You're incredibly strong, Daishinkan-sama! You haven't seen anything yet, Goku. Show me what you're really capable of. Goku, determined to reach his full potential, transforms into a Super Saiyan, then into Super Saiyan Blue. Even so, Daishinkan continues to have the advantage. Impressive, Goku. But it's time for me to show you my true power. Daishinkan releases a powerful cosmic aura and attacks Goku with immeasurable speed and strength. Goku fights bravely, but realizes he's facing a power that is beyond his understanding. You truly have potential, Son Goku. Continue your journey in search of ultimate power. Perhaps one day you can truly challenge the gods. The tournament comes to an end, with Daishinkan being declared the winner. Goku, despite his defeat, feels a mixture of challenge and gratitude for having had the chance to face such a powerful being. Thank you, Daishinkan. I will continue training and trying to become the strongest. Who knows? One day I will be able to fight against you again. Thus, Goku sets out on his journey, determined to reach even higher levels of power and prepared for the challenges that the future holds for him. The Tournament of Heavenly Power remains a fascinating memory of a meeting between two warriors from different spheres of existence. The awakening of divine instinct. Goku vs. Daishinkan, the rematch. After the Tournament of Celestial Power, Goku returns to Earth more determined than ever. He knew he needed to improve his powers to reach a level that could rival Daishinkan. Inspired by the challenge and nobility of the Grand Priest, Goku immerses himself in intensive training. As time goes by, Goku begins to understand the true meaning of Ultra Instinct, an ability that resides within his essence. He focuses on improving his technique, seeking to perfectly balance his mind and body. As Goku trains tirelessly, Daishinkan watches from afar. He notices the constantly evolving energy emanating from Goku. Intrigued, he decides to test the Saiyan warrior's progress. The time has come to evaluate your journey, son Goku. Daishinkan appears before Goku in a ray of light. Goku smiles, feeling the Grand Priest's powerful presence.
I'm ready. Let's see what I've learned.
The two prepare for the confrontation. Goku concentrates, releasing his energy to the maximum. The aura of Ultra Instinct begins to surround him.
Here I come, Daishinkan.
The battle begins. Goku uses Ultra Instinct in its most refined form, demonstrating unimaginable agility and power. Daishinkan, surprised, faces Goku with all his strength.
You have evolved, Goku. Your control over Ultra Instinct is remarkable. Thank you, Daishinkan-sama. It is an honor to fight you again.
The fight intensifies, with Goku and Daishinkan exchanging powerful blows. Goku is closer to matching the Grand Priest's power than ever before. Daishinkan, admiring Goku's resilience, decides to reveal a special technique.
Goku, allow me to show you a celestial technique that few know about.
Daishinkan releases a unique divine energy, a fusion of cosmic power and ancient wisdom. Goku watches, fascinated.
Wow! What power is that?
This is the result of countless years of training and knowledge.
Let's keep on going.
The battle intensifies even more. Goku absorbs the teachings of Daishinkan and begins to uncover the secrets of this new form. He feels power flowing throughout his body.
Starting to understand. I can do this!
The fight reaches its climax, and Goku, now at the peak of his strength, demonstrates his mastery of Ultra Instinct combined with the teachings of Daishinkan. In the end, they both stop, exhausted but satisfied.
You are truly extraordinary, Goku. Continue your journey in search of ultimate power. You are one of the most remarkable mortals I have ever encountered. Thank you, Daishinkan-sama. I will continue training and improving, always looking for my best.
And so, Goku leaves the meeting with a new goal in mind. He now had a glimpse of the true power he could achieve and was more determined than ever to continue his journey to become the ultimate warrior. The legend of Ultra Instinct would become even more legendary, marking the beginning of a new era for Goku and his challenges. Beerus' reaction, Goku vs. Daishinkan, the divine lesson. As Goku continues his journey to improve his abilities after his confrontation with Daishinkan, news of his surprising performance spreads across the multiverse. Among those who hear about this is the god of destruction Beerus, who is both intrigued and alarmed by the news.
What? Goku faced Daishinkan? But that's impossible!
Whis, Beerus' angel and mentor, watches the surprise on his face.
It seems that Goku is progressing faster than we imagined, Mr. Beerus. But facing Daishinkan already? That's another level of power! I look forward to seeing you again, Goku. Do not underestimate Goku, Lord Beerus. He is an exceptional warrior and is always looking for challenges. This is just one step in his eternal training journey.
Meanwhile, Goku continues his training. He is determined to achieve power that rivals the gods and be able to protect his universe and his loved ones. On a certain day, Goku feels a familiar presence approaching. It's Beerus, the god of destruction from Universe 7.
Is it true, Goku?
Did you really face Daishinkan?
Yeah, it was quite a challenge though. I learned a lot from that fight. Beerus, although still surprised, begins to smile, showing a glimmer of pride.
You never cease to amaze me, Son Goku. Maybe I should fight you again to see if it is true.
Of course.
I'd love to have a rematch with you.
It's been a long time, Lord Beerus. Remember, Lord Beerus, that the intention is to train and not for a serious confrontation. Goku is determined to improve his skills, you know.
Alright. Let's see how far you've come, Son Goku.
To prepare for a friendly and exciting fight, with Beerus now more curious than ever to test Goku's abilities after his confrontation with Daishinkan. This rematch would become a landmark event, where Goku would prove that, with his determination and constant quest for power, he is capable of defying not only his own limits, but also the limits imposed by the gods. And so, Goku's journey to achieve ultimate power would continue, inspiring everyone around him. The weight of divine duty. The Council of the Gods. Atop Zeno-sama's palace, the gods of all universes gathered to discuss the fate of the multiverse. The situation was critical, as the stability of the multiverse was threatened by the uncontrollable forces. Zeno-sama, this situation is serious. The only way to preserve order is to erase all universes and start over. I know, but that means billions of lives will be lost. The painful decision. Zeno-sama, with an expression of deep sadness, understood the need for the decision, but was unable to contain his tears. The burden of his divine position weighed heavily upon him. It's a terrible decision, but we have no choice. It's my responsibility. Zeno-sama's cry. As Zeno-sama made the decision to erase all universes, he could not hold back his tears. His sobs echoed throughout the palace of the gods, as the other gods watched silently, aware of the weight of duty he was carrying. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. The supreme duty. Zeno-sama's sadness was palpable, but he knew it was his duty as the supreme ruler of the multiverse to ensure order and stability. The act of erasing all universes was a drastic but necessary measure. I will do whatever it takes to preserve balance. May the beginning of a new multiverse be guided by better choices. Zeno-sama's weeping was a painful reminder that sometimes divine duty requires enormous sacrifices. As the multiverse prepared to begin again, Zeno-sama remained steadfast as his decision, even if it meant facing the weight of sadness and supreme duty. The divine verdict. The word of Daishinkan. Faced with Zeno-sama's sadness, Daishinkan, the grand priest, addressed the divine assembly to a calm and considered voice. Zeno-sama made a difficult decision. But as impartial observers, we must recognize that mortals have made mistakes over time. Their actions have triggered imbalance and chaos. The misalignment of the multiverse. Daishinkan explained that throughout the ages, mortals had engaged in endless wars, causing suffering and instability in the universes. His actions had triggered imbalance, threatening the stability of the multiverse. The error of mortals has brought the multiverse to a critical point. The eradication of the universes may be the result of what they sowed. The lament of the gods. The gods present at the meeting reflected on Daishinkan's words. They shared Zeno-sama's grief and understood that, indeed, mortals have made many mistakes. It is quite sad, but maybe it's the only way to restore order. We, the gods, must also take our share of responsibility. The verdict. Daishinkan concluded by reiterating the importance of Zeno-sama's decision. The eradication of the universes is a painful verdict, but it is perhaps necessary to ensure that the multiverse can start over.
with a new balance. Zeno-sama, even with tears in his eyes, recognized the wisdom in Daishinkan's words. The final decision had been made, and the eradication of the universes was imminent.
Daishinkan is right. This is the only way to restore order. We must move forward with eradication.
The divine verdict was given, and the multiverse was destined to begin again, with the hope of a better future where the mistakes of the past would serve as lessons for all beings. Memories of the First Heavenly War. The memories of Daishinkan. As the decision to eradicate the universes was finalized, Daishinkan looked at the horizon with a thoughtful look. He began to remember a distant moment in the past. The First Celestial War. How could I forget? The First Celestial War. Daishinkan remembered the First Celestial War that had ravaged the multiverses. It was an epic conflict in which the gods and divine beings clashed, resulting in large-scale destruction. Zeno-sama had to intervene to restore peace. He recreated the universes from scratch. A monumental task. The power of Zeno-sama. Daishinkan explained that, at the critical moment, Zeno-sama used his supreme power to erase the universes and rebuild them, imposing order and balance where there was chaos before. Zeno-sama demonstrated his supreme power by recreating the multiverse. But he also learned that divine power has its consequences. The lesson learned. Daishinkan concluded his memories with a deep understanding of Zeno-sama's current decision. Zeno-sama remembers the First Celestial War and the lessons we learned then. He knows that sometimes, starting over from scratch is the only way to restore balance. Memories of the First Celestial War were a constant reminder of how fragile the multiverse was, and how divine action was necessary to preserve its order. The decision to eradicate the universes was a painful reminder that in the name of stability, sometimes it was necessary to start over. The burden decision. The final decision. With the decision to erase all universes made and the divine reunion reaching its peak, Zeno-sama stood up with his eyes filled with tears. His voice was shocked as he addressed the gods present.
I don't want to erase all the universes. It's a painful decision, but I feel like I have no other choice.
Sadness of Zeno-sama. Tears streamed down Zeno-sama's face as he expressed the deep sadness he felt at the decision he was about to make.
I love all living beings, and the thought of erasing their lives, it hurts me so much.
Standing of the gods. The other gods and divine beings watched Zeno-sama with respect and understanding, aware that the decision he was making was an almost unbearable burden. Zeno-sama, we understand the weight of your decision. It is a difficult choice, indeed, but it is what is necessary to guarantee the future of the multiverse. The divine cry. Zeno-sama continued to cry, and his tears fell shining like divine stars. His crying was a reflection of his sadness and reluctance to erase all universes.
I just want people to be happy. And it seems like this is the only way.
The room was filled with solemn silence as the gods witnessed Zeno-sama's sorrow and the burden of his divine duty. The decision was made, but Zeno-sama's heart was filled with anguish for the pain that his choice would cause to all beings in the multiverse. Renewed hope. The silence in the divine room. After his cry, Zeno-sama looked at the gods in the room with an expression of determination. He wiped away his tears and took a deep breath, bringing an air of renewal to the meeting.
However, there is still hope. Daishinkan, a mortal. His name is Goku.
Daishinkan surprised by Zeno-sama's sudden change, raised an eyebrow in curiosity. Goku, how can he be the hope we seek? Goku's story. Zeno-sama explained to Daishinkan about Goku, his background as a warrior, and how he had played a crucial role in critical moments to save the multiverse.
Goku is an incredible mortal. He has faced terrifying threats and overcome impossible challenges. His strength, determination, and courage are remarkable.
Hope reborn. Zeno-sama smiled, remembering all the times Goku had surpassed himself to protect the universe and the other universe in the multiverse.
I believe Goku has the ability to overcome and become even more powerful. If we train him and he accepts the challenge, perhaps he can prevent the eradication of the universes.
Daishinkan, contemplating the idea, nodded with a look of hope. It may be a bold gamble, but it's a ray of hope worth exploring. Let's give Goku a chance to prove his potential. Zeno-sama and Daishinkan agreed that Goku would be the key to stopping the eradication of the multiverse. This revived hope brought new energy to the meeting as they discussed how they would approach the challenge of training the mortal who could be the salvation of the multiverse. The divine call. The call of Zeno-sama in their divine palace. Zeno-sama and Daishinkan called an extraordinary meeting with the gods of the universes to discuss the critical situation and the hope that fell on Goku.
It's time to call Goku, the mortal who can be our hope.
Goku receives the call. While Goku was training in his universe, he was suddenly enveloped in a divine aura and summoned to Zeno-sama's palace.
Whoa! What's going on?
Goku arrives at the divine palace. Where he was faced with the imposing presence of Zeno-sama and Daishinkan.
Oh, hello, Zen-chan.
Daishinkan, how can I help? Zeno-sama's explanation. Zeno-sama explained everything to Goku, what was about to happen. He also shared the hope that Goku, with his incredible potential, could be the key to averting the catastrophe.
Goku, you have proven yourself to be a remarkable warrior. We believe you can be the hope we need.
A challenge for Goku. Goku, initially surprised by the magnitude of the situation, accepted the challenge with determination.
I'm willing to help in any way necessary. Let's save our universes together.
With a divine calling, Goku was ready to embark on a mission that could decide the fate of all universes. His journey to become even more powerful and face the ongoing threats that was about to begin. To be continued. So hey, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of this? Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and then hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.